Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about something very special and close to my heart, and that's using our self-care, our moments of self-care and slowing down to intentionally rebuild our confidence and to build up our confidence, which in return allow us to enter into a soft space or that soft curl era that everybody is talking about. So let's get into it, okay? So why does self-care matter? Yes, self care, taking care of ourselves on the outside. The bubble bath sounds nice. The shopping sprees, the spa days, all of that sounds wonderful. But whenever doing these acts of self care, we're working from the inside out. So we're making sure that we're prioritizing the time that we spend with ourselves, to be selfish with our time, to prioritize ourselves, and to also quiet the noise with everything that's going on around us. And when you think about it, when we start receiving things from certain people or opportunities, it feels good to receive these things. It feels good to receive gifts and acts and compliments from all these different people. Our confidence boosts up because we feel deserving of this. We feel like we deserve to receive these things. Imagine how much power we would have once we start receiving these things from ourselves. And this is something that I started doing, especially when I was going through some pretty low seasons, especially when I was working my way through heartbreak, disappointment, or some challenges in my life. Taking the time out to slow down, quiet the noise, and take care of myself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And so it's extremely important because how we feel is what we reflect, is how we look on the outside. And confidence and self care goes hand in hand. And when we are confident, we feel more deserving to live a life where we can just to where we can just be our soft, feminine, loving selves and therefore live a passionate, happy life. So, what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to explain probably three different ways on how I use three different self-care techniques that I use to help build up my confidence. And I want to emphasize that I use these techniques when I was going or dealing with a heartbreak, walking through a heartbreak, and when I was going through a very low season in my life from disappointments and just challenges. And so these are the different things that I use to build up my confidence. So let's get into it, okay? So let's jump to it. The first tip that I use to build up my confidence, I cannot stress this enough. This is extremely important. Our morning routines are extremely important to us, and not just when we're dating somebody, not just when we have somewhere to go, not when we have a job opportunity coming up or a big day ahead of us. Even if you're just spending time alone, your morning routine is very important. And so something that I learned during my low seasons is that I had to stay true to my morning routine, because the first 10 minutes throughout the day is the most important time of the day. And that's because I learned that as soon as we wake up, our mind, therefore our emotions and our hearts are the most sensitive. And so anything that we feed ourselves during those first 5 to 10 minutes of the day, that's the fruit that we're going to bear. That's the type of energy that we're going to be walking in throughout the day. So my morning routine, I had to change it up from waking up, looking on social media, comparing myself to other women on social media, comparing myself to other lifestyles on social media, and I had to replace that. Even waking up in a sense of sadness or sorrow or just stress, knowing that I have stress coming towards me throughout the day, I had to put on focus on my morning routine. So I had to really focus on the type of music that I would listen to. So I would combat it with either very inspirational podcasts, inspirational videos on YouTube, or very powerful spiritual music that's pouring into me, that's telling me all these amazing things, that's helping me to sit back and reflect on myself. So when I was going through a low season, what I listened to at the beginning of the day was extremely important. And there's multiple podcasts, and there's a lot of podcasts, especially out there for people dealing with heartbreak, that helps you pour into yourself, that gives you affirmations, that tells you, that this is a season that you're going through, that tells you like you too can overcome this. And so those are the things that I had to listen to every morning before I started my day, so that as I'm walking through those days, I'm reflecting on those thoughts and on those affirmations. A part of that morning routine is not just what I'm listening to, but it's also what I'm looking at in the mirror. And so again, this is not for if you're just dating somebody, or if you're in a relationship or you have something going on. This is something that I would do when I was by myself, because what I wanted to see in the mirror, I wanted to be attracted to. And so I would freshen up for myself. That means every morning when I woke up, I would practice my skincare routine as I'm listening to the affirmations or the inspirational music. I would do my skincare routine and I would take my time and I would appreciate my skin. I would recenter myself and enjoy it, quiet the noise, and slow down and walk in that space. Facial wash, then doing a toner, and then doing a serum, and then the lotion to lock in the moisturizer. And I would do that every single day to take care of my skin. And let me tell you, once you start taking care of yourself from the inside out, you start growing. And what happened was I started walking out of the house without makeup. And I have never done that before. I used to wear makeup every single day. But once I started working on my skincare routine and listening to affirmations as I did that, once I started loving myself, it started feeling less like a chore and more of an act of self love. And so my skin started radiating from that, and therefore I started radiating from the inside out. Not only did I freshen up, I also started dressing for myself as well. Like, for instance, today, I'm just talking to you guys today. I'm not doing anything special today. But as soon as I wake up, the affirmations, skincare routine, combing my hair out, and then putting on a nice outfit just for me, even if I'm the only one that sees it. Because when I look in the mirror, I want to be attracted to what I see. And so the same thing can go for you as well. Once you start living for you, and once you start slowing down and freshening up for you, dressing up for yourself, showing up for yourself, giving yourself the affirmations, your life will change like a whole 180. Like, you're just going to grow and develop, and you're going to build that confidence that you need, that you're looking for to help you live this soft girl era that life that everybody's talking about. So the second thing that I did to build up my confidence is my skincare routine. And I know I just want to recircle back to this because this is extremely important. I know it sounds so cliche, but if you're like me, growing up, we struggled with acne. And so for a very long time, it felt like a chore just trying to take care of my skin and trying to take care of my face. And it seemed like nothing I did really worked until I started looking at this as a way to take care of myself, a way to slow down, and a way to love myself. And so I would look in the mirror and I would slow down and breathe and just do my skincare routine. And if you stay consistent and just do this every single day, every morning and every night, being selfish with your time for 10 minutes a day, your skin will improve, but also your confidence and your emotions within yourself, your mental state within yourself, it also improves as well. I know it sounds cliche, but this is something that I really struggle with. I used to really have acne. And once I started being consistent, again, I was able to walk out of the house with no makeup. So I want to encourage you to find a skincare routine, even if it's just a facial wash and toner and lotion. Do that every single day and show up for yourself. Tell yourself that you deserve this. If you're coming out of if you're taking showers in the morning and night, make sure you oil your body, lotion your body up, and enjoy that time with yourself. Celebrate it, because you're telling yourself that you're worthy of this and you deserve this. And in return, when you love your body, when you love your skin, it does in fact give back to you and give you the confidence that you're looking for. And I can speak on that. So the third trick that I use, the third self-care ritual or technique that I did to build up my confidence, is probably my favorite, maybe the most important. It's probably my favorite, not probably the most important, but one of my favorite routines is dating myself. I started dating myself during those low seasons, during the heartbreaks, during those challenging seasons of disappointment, I started spending time with myself and going on dates. So I started going to places by myself. I started going to coffee shops by myself. I started going out to eat by myself. I started going to the movies by myself. I started going to social events by myself. I started just showing up for myself by being with myself. And so this is a very, very powerful technique because you're telling yourself that you don't need anybody to give you that confidence, that you are responsible for your own confidence. And so dating yourself is telling you that I deserve to be treated this way. I deserve to do the things that I enjoy. And although I may not be receiving it from the people that I want, or I may not have the people in my life right now that's giving me these things, I am powerful enough to do these things for myself. And once you understand that mindset, it gives you a sense of confidence that nobody can take from you. And I can speak on that right now, that nobody can take that confidence away from you. And you just start to walk and talk differently. So going down the list, I told you when you wake up, the first 5 to 10 minutes throughout the day, you're putting in affirmations to yourself, taking care of yourself, and then you start freshening up, combing out your hair, and then you dress to impress for yourself. You put on your favorite outfit, your favorite dress. As you can tell, I'm obsessed with pink, so I'm gonna wear pink. And so you do all these things for yourself. You make sure your skin is right, and you start taking care of your skin. You start taking care of your hair, whatever it is. And you had this moment to slow down. Now you can go and date yourself as well, and you go step out and maybe go to like a coffee shop, or maybe go to a restaurant or a lounge, get a glass of wine, or to a bookshop and read something, or go to a park and take a stroll. But whatever it is, you gave yourself affirmations in the morning, you dressed up for yourself, you took care of your skin, and now you're spending time with yourself. And now you're telling yourself that I deserve this life. I deserve to be alive. I deserve to be treated the way that I want to be treated. And I deserve to enjoy the things that I want. And I am beautiful from the inside and out, and I am powerful to give myself these things until God blesses me with the other, God blesses me with other things in my life to pour into me in that way. But right now, your confidence is your responsibility. Self care helps you slow down and quiet the noise so that you can take care of yourself. So, whatever it is, however it looks for you to date yourself, even if it's just drinking a cup of tea and sitting in your living room and slowing down, that's a date. You're spending time with yourself. And so I want to encourage you to do these things and practice these techniques. I know you may have done them before, but be intentional about them, and really, really focus on quieting the noise and focusing on yourself and creating a space where you can be confident and love yourself, because you are deserving of a powerful, loving life. And you and I are going to receive that life. It's our responsibility. So I believe in you. And as always, you are loved and valued here on this channel. Thank you for allowing me to spend time with you today. And I'll see you next time, okay? I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any tips and tricks that you would like to share, please, because we're learning from each other. So drop them below, and I would love to hear about your tips and tricks. But until next time, okay? All right. Bye.